This video contains a truth that has changed the lives of many people. If you are having health problems and have ever felt stuck, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section so we can share useful knowledge together. Have you ever felt like your body's just not cooperating the way it used to? You're eating fairly well, staying hydrated, trying to move when you can, but something still feels stuck. You go to bed uncomfortable, you wake up bloated, and every trip to the bathroom feels like a test of patience and endurance. If that sounds like your day-to-day lately, trust me, you're not alone, and more importantly, you don't have to accept it as just part of aging. Constipation affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60. And it's not just uncomfortable, it can be downright exhausting. It drains your energy, messes with your appetite, affects your sleep, and sometimes even your mood. I've spent over 3 decades helping people just like you find gentle, effective ways to keep their digestive systems moving smoothly. And today, I want to share some of the most reliable remedies that really work without turning your life upside down. This video is for you if you're tired of trying over-the-counter solutions that work one day and backfire the next. We're going to talk about 5 natural, practical constipation remedies that can fit right into your daily routine. No extreme diets, no expensive supplements, just common sense solutions that actually help your body do what it was meant to do. Now, before we jump in, I want to say something important. Everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's okay. The goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. And if you've got specific medical conditions or issues that are making your constipation worse, like diabetes, thyroid problems, Parkinson's, or medications that slow digestion, please mention them in the comments below. I'd love to help guide you towards safer options tailored to your needs. Let's support each other in this space. Alright, let's get into the first remedy, and it's one your grandmother probably swore by. Warm water first thing in the morning. This one might sound almost too simple to be true, but hear me out. When you wake up, your digestive system has been resting all night. And what it needs most isn't coffee, it's hydration. Drinking a warm glass of water, not cold, not room temperature, but warm, can gently stimulate the intestines and signal your body, hey, it's time to wake up and get moving. Warm water relaxes the intestines, helps dissolve waste, and even prepares the colon for a bowel movement. And if you add a little squeeze of lemon, even better. Lemon adds a touch of acidity that can gently prompt the stomach to start the digestive process. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just heat some water, not boiling, just comfortably warm, and sip it slowly before you eat anything. Some of my patients say they feel results in just a few days. It's about creating a rhythm, a cue for the body. And believe me, consistency is more important than intensity. 1 glass of warm water every morning. That's it. Think of it as a gentle nudge, not a shove. Now, once you've got that routine going, there's something else you might want to look at, and this one surprises a lot of people. Rethink your fiber gently. You've probably heard for years that more fiber is the answer to constipation. And while that's true to a point, the real secret is the type of fiber you're using and how your body handles it. There are 2 kinds, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber soaks up water and creates a gel-like substance that helps waste glide more easily through your system. Insoluble fiber adds bulk and speeds things up, but too much too fast, especially the insoluble kind, can actually make things worse. If you've ever tried loading up on bran cereal or fiber bars only to end up more bloated than before, you know exactly what I mean. It's not about piling on the fiber, it's about easing it in and choosing the right sources. Some of the best fiber-rich foods for older adults are cooked oats, stewed prunes, chia seeds, and soft fruits like pears or kiwis. These are easier on the gut, and when you combine them with plenty of water, you're giving your body a real chance to reset its natural rhythm. One of my favorite tips is to start the day with a bowl of oatmeal made with ground flaxseed and topped with stewed prunes. Not only is it delicious and warming, it's also packed with the kind of fiber that your digestive system can actually work with, not fight against. Speaking of stewed prunes, that brings me to our next remedy. And I know some of you might be chuckling already, but don't scroll away just yet. Prunes really are a superfood for your gut. There's a reason prunes have stood the test of time. They're not just dried plums with a funny reputation, they're a natural powerhouse. When it comes to relieving constipation, prunes contain a unique combination of fiber and sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol, that draws water into the colon and helps stimulate movement. Now, you don't need to eat a dozen of them a day. Even 3 to 5 prunes in the evening or mixed into your breakfast can make a big difference. And if chewing is difficult, you can stir them gently in a little water until they're soft and spoon tender. You can also blend them into a smoothie with some yogurt and banana for a gut-friendly treat. I've seen patients who've struggled for years with chronic constipation start seeing regular relief within a week of adding prunes into their diet. The key, once again, is consistency. Make it part of your daily habit, not just something you reach for when you're already uncomfortable. And here's the thing, when you start to nourish your gut regularly, your whole body starts to feel the difference. You sleep better. You have more energy. You feel lighter. It's not just about going regularly, it's about living more comfortably and confidently every single day. Now that we've covered how to wake your gut up in the morning, how to feed it right, and how to use one of nature's best remedies for regularity. Absolutely. Let's keep this journey going, because feeling good in your body shouldn't be a memory of the past. You deserve comfort, ease, and a little joy in every trip to the bathroom. So let's keep the conversation going and get into some more powerful, natural remedies that can bring relief and regularity back into your daily rhythm. Now, I want to take you somewhere simple, your dinner plate. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat," right? But when it comes to constipation, you are how you digest what you eat. And for many folks over 60, digestion starts to slow down, not just in speed, but in strength. The good news: you can help things along with a little secret weapon you might already have in your pantry. Healthy fats. Let's talk about them. Healthy fats are like lubrication for your gut. Think of them like oil in an old, squeaky machine. If your system is sluggish and things feel stuck, adding more good fats can help grease the gears. We're talking about olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, even a bit of coconut oil. A tablespoon of olive oil in the morning on an empty stomach, or even drizzled over a warm salad, can help trigger a gentle bowel movement later in the day. It's not a magic trick, but it works more often than you'd expect. Now, let me be clear, this doesn't mean slathering butter on everything or reaching for deep-fried foods. We're not trying to clog up the arteries while clearing the pipes. But a bit of avocado with your eggs, or some flaxseed stirred into your oatmeal, can work wonders without you even realizing it. These fats support your intestines, help absorb nutrients, and keep things moving gently and naturally. And isn't that what we want at this age? Less strain, more ease? Speaking of ease, here's another big piece of the puzzle: movement. Now, I know what you might be thinking. "Doctor, I can't exercise like I used to." I get it. The knees ache, the hips pop, and sometimes just standing up feels like a workout. But here's the thing: your gut loves movement. Even just walking around your living room or doing gentle stretches while you watch your favorite show can make a real difference. Why? Because your colon is made of muscle, and like any muscle, it needs stimulation to work well. When you move, you actually help your intestines move too. We call this motility in the medical world. But really it just means that walking helps wake up your bowels. Sitting for hours at a time can make them sluggish, sleepy, and lazy. But standing up, taking a slow stroll after lunch or dinner, doing simple chair exercises, these tiny movements send signals to your digestive system that it's time to get to work. One of my patients, 72 years old, used to struggle with constipation for years. We tried everything: fiber, laxatives, probiotics. Nothing seemed to stick until she started taking a 10-minute walk after dinner every night. That was it. No hills, no jogging. Just a casual walk around the block with her little dog. 2 weeks later, she came in smiling. Regular as clockwork, she said. Sometimes it's the simplest habits that unlock the biggest changes. And while we're talking about simple changes, let's look at another overlooked hero in your gut health story: routine. Yes, plain old daily rhythm. See, your body thrives on predictability. When you go to bed, when you wake up, when you eat, your digestive system keeps track of all of it. So if your schedule is all over the place, your bowels can get confused, too. Try waking up and eating your meals at the same time each day. Give yourself a relaxed moment in the morning, maybe after breakfast, maybe after a warm cup of tea to visit the bathroom, even if you don't feel the urge yet. You're not forcing anything, you're just creating a calm, reliable space where your body knows it's safe to let go. The more consistent you are, the more your body learns to respond in kind. It's like training a pet. Patience, predictability, and a little bit of kindness go a long way. And here's something else that can help encourage that response: warm liquids, especially in the morning. A glass of warm water, a gentle herbal tea, or even warm lemon water can help signal your bowels to wake up and get moving. It's like sending your digestive system a gentle good morning nudge instead of a loud, shocking alarm. I know that when you're constipated, it can feel isolating and frustrating, like your body is working against you. But it isn't. Your body is still on your side. It just needs a little support, a little routine, and a few small nudges in the right direction. And the beauty of all this is that it doesn't require drastic changes or expensive treatments. These are things you can do today right where you are. So if you've been sipping your coffee while listening to this, or maybe stretching a bit in your chair, that's already a step in the right direction. You're paying attention. You're investing in your own well-being. And that, my friend, is powerful. Let's keep this going and talk about one more incredibly helpful remedy, one that involves the delicate balance inside your belly that can make or break your gut health. Wonderful, let's bring everything together now with one final, gentle push in the right direction. You've made it this far, and if you've been nodding along, smiling at the small things you can do differently, or even feeling a bit of hope creep back in, then you're already on the path to real change. That's the power of paying attention to your body and showing it some love. So let's talk about something that sounds fancy but really isn't: your gut's inner garden. That's what I like to call it. And what grows in that garden matters more than you might think. I'm talking about the billions of tiny organisms, good bacteria that live in your digestive tract and help you break down food, absorb nutrients, and yes, go to the bathroom regularly. Now, as we age, this little ecosystem can get out of balance. Maybe because of medications like antibiotics, maybe because we're eating less fiber, or maybe just from the wear and tear of time. Whatever the reason, when the good bacteria get crowded out by the bad, constipation can become more common. Your gut slows down. Things get harder, literally. But the good news is, you can actually help bring that balance back, and it doesn't require anything complicated. Enter probiotics. These are the good guys, and you can find them in some foods you probably already know and love. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso soup, these are all natural sources of probiotics. They help feed the good bacteria in your gut and rebuild the environment that encourages regular bowel movements. Even just a small serving of yogurt with live cultures each day can start making a difference over time. But don't stop there. Your good bacteria need food too, and that's where prebiotics come in. Think of them as fertilizer for your inner garden. Prebiotics are found in high-fiber foods like bananas, onions, garlic, oats, and asparagus. When you pair probiotics with prebiotics, it's like watering and feeding your plants. You're giving your body exactly what it needs to thrive from the inside out. I've had patients in their late 70s and even early 80s who felt like nothing would help their sluggish bowels anymore. But after adding a little probiotic-rich food to their meals, plus a spoonful of oats in the morning, or a banana before bed, they started noticing a shift. It didn't happen overnight, but within a few weeks, they began to feel lighter, less bloated, and, most importantly, more regular. That's the kind of change that brings freedom, both physically and emotionally. And speaking of emotional freedom, I want to end with something that may surprise you: stress. Believe it or not, stress can stop your digestion in its tracks. Your gut and your brain are connected more closely than you think. If you're constantly worrying, feeling anxious, or carrying around tension, your body stays in a fight or flight mode, and when that happens, digestion takes a back seat. Your body isn't trying to digest, it's trying to survive, and that can lead to constipation. That's why calming your nervous system isn't just good for your mind, it's essential for your gut. So what helps? Simple things: gentle breathing, a warm bath, soft music, a phone call with someone who makes you laugh. Even just sitting outside with a cup of tea and the sunlight on your face can help your body relax enough to get things moving again. One woman I worked with, a 68-year-old widow, struggled with constipation for years after her husband passed. She told me she didn't change anything in her diet, but she started journaling every morning. Just a few words about how she was feeling, what she was grateful for, or even what was bothering her. And little by little, the tension started to ease. She became more regular. Her digestion improved, because when you start releasing what's inside your heart, your body often follows. So here's what I want to leave you with. Your body isn't broken. It's trying. It's communicating with you every day. Constipation is not just a nuisance, it's your body's way of asking for care. And care doesn't have to come in the form of pills or drastic changes. It can look like warm water in the morning, a 10-minute walk, a little olive oil, a cup of yogurt, or simply putting your hand on your belly and taking a slow, deep breath. You have the power to bring comfort back into your life, one gentle change at a time. And if any of this spoke to you, I'd love to hear your story. What's been working for you? What are you still struggling with? Share your experiences in the comments. I read them, and so do others who might be feeling the same way. You never know who your words might help. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This community is all about real solutions, honest conversations, and making life after 60 feel fuller, freer, and yes, even more fun. Here's to your health, your comfort, and your peace. You deserve it, all of it. Would you like help turning this into a video production plan with visuals and voiceover prompts?